Hello everyone, after blue-black Ill-Gotten Gains, it's time for Monoblue STORM to be put under the lens. This deck is based on playing Sapphire Medallion or Helm of Awakening. Then you draw a lot of cards, play a lot of spells, and resolve Brain Freeze in order to mill your opponent's deck altogether. Thanks to these two artifacts, spells like Frantic Search, Cloud of Fairies, or Snap actually untap more lands than what they cost. The deck is fed by Meditate, a wonderful deck-specific card from Tempest. You skip your next turn in order to draw 4 cards immediately. Point is, you're winning before that, so this reads as draw 4 cards, period, no drawback. Just like I said in the previous video, Jealous Blessing has caught on due to Phyrexian Devourer Tinkerflint combo, so you need Words of Wisdom as an answer in the main deck. Meet your opponent, then respond to Jealous Blessing's trigger with Words of Wisdom, closing the deck out before triggers resolve. The point with Monoblue Storm is that you may or may not use Cunning Wish. One thing I have come to realize with Monoblue Storm is that the best performing deck lists don't use Cloud of Fairies or Snap. So mandatory cards for Helm of Awakening, for Sapphire Medallion, for Lotus Petal. I'm not going to use Cunning Wish in this list, so 4 Brain Freeze in the main deck and 3 Words of Wisdom. Then, obviously, 4 Meditate and 4 Frantic Search. 4 Merchant Scroll, this is your tutor. 1 Turnabout, this can untap your lands, or maybe tap all of your opponent's creatures. Then 3 Recall. Recall takes advantage of multiple copies of Helm of Awakening and Sapphire Medallion. 1 Factor Fiction, which can delve deeper into your deck. Then 2 Arcane Denial, some counter magic. Rounding up the deck, CMC1 spell Sleight of Hand. The mana base, 18 Island. There are so many other options here. Teferi's Isle can be used as a land. Even more importantly, spells. Impulse is very common in this archetype. The package, Cloud of Fairies plus Snap. Cunning Wish, so you have access to the sideboard, and in that case you have 1 Brain Freeze in the sideboard and 3 copies in the main deck. Flash of Insight is sometimes used. Accumulated Knowledge is a very common draw spell in this archetype. Chain of Vapor also makes an appearance in some main decks. Deep Analysis does sometimes see play too. And of course, Intuition. In the sideboard we have 2 copies of Annul, common blue counterspell for enchantments and artifacts, 2 blue Elemental Blast and 2 Hydroblast, usual answer against red spells. Then 2 Chain of Vapor and 1 Snap, which are going to bounce your opponent's stuff, 1 Hibernation bouncing all green permanents, so you can tutor this with Merchant Scroll, 1 mana short, another instant. Clearly you want to tap all of your opponent's lands in their end step so you can combo off without interaction. 2 Null Rod, this is going to prevent Phyrexian Devourer combos and artifact activations in general, just like Powder Keg. Next, 1 Tormod Crypt, Graveyard Hate, and finally 1 Teferi's Response. So without non-basic lands, this is clearly meant to be played against Rishadan Port. Other options for the sideboard include Misdirection, Capsize, Bounce spell with Buyback. Single copies you can tutor with Cunning Wish, just like Turnabout, Brain Freeze, Words of Wisdom. In this deck list, we don't have Cunning Wish in the main deck, so it's different. Shield can be used against red. Defense Grid is an option for comboing off without interference. And you can play a Powder Keg of your own in the sideboard. Rushing River is another option as a bounce spell. These are the cards that you're likely to see in this archetype, and I think it's all about the main deck. What's the build that gives you the best odds of combing off consistently? This is all for Monoblue Storm. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching and see you the next time.